Hello Tarotverse, it's Ethany, and today we are at day 26 of the 31 days of tarot for 2018. And today we're talking about tarot becoming mainstream and how we feel about the tarot becoming mainstream. So thoughts on that. So tarot becoming mainstream. So I absolutely agree that over the last couple of years, the tarot has become more popular and has become something that more and more people are showing interest in. This is through, I think, just the increase in alternate spiritualities becoming more popular. There is something cyclical in the way of things becoming in vogue in a lot of ways. So I've had conversations with my pagan brethren and sisterin in the past about, you know, which is becoming in vogue and then something else will, and then it kind of just cycles through again until it becomes popular. You know, we had like the 1996, I think, is when like The Craft and Practical Magic came out, and then, you know, Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then that kind of went away a little bit, and then Charmed, and that kind of went away a little bit, and then now the Modern Witch reclaiming and archetype is becoming more popular again. Bring on a reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch so quickly. Can't wait. That'd be amazing because I am a little bit addicted to Riverdale. So I can see where that mirrors this interest in the tarot as well. Another reason why I think the tarot has become more mainstream is that with indie creators, we are finding that tarot decks are becoming way more inclusive and way more of a reflection of the world that we live in. And I've seen that because of that, even mainstream publishers have started to expand their scope on the vision of tarot and what they're showing into the world as well. So I think that's amazing. Many indie creators have completely smashed it with breaking records for how much they've funded on Kickstarter, how many decks they've sold, and what they're doing for the community, and especially people of color, and then and in a diverse way. So I think those things have kind of contributed to tarot becoming more mainstream. I think also too with more celebrities and people becoming spiritual, like or a lover, but Gwyneth Paltrow with Goop. Alanis Morissette posts tarot photos on her Instagram, and I love Alanis Morissette. So I think that has something to do with it as well. It used to be quite irregular to see tarot cards like show up in a TV show or in movies or whatever, and it's more and more popular now. My thoughts on it becoming mainstream is the more the merrier, really. I think it is cyclical. I think it'll probably peter off at some point. I don't know how long the cycle of it becoming increasingly more popular is going to be. It could be years. I don't know. I'm not a economist. I don't know. But I do think that it will cycle out probably to be something else. Like I remember when the Kabbalah was like the thing, because Madonna was Madonna. It was wearing the Kabbalah bracelet, and everyone got on that, and the yoga, and it's like I think it all cycles out. The circle of life. Don't get me started. I will burst out in song. So I don't really feel like if there's anything wrong with it becoming mainstream. The more people that learn the tarot, I think that's cool. The more we have modern representations of the tarot, for me, I feel like that's cool as well. And I've had this conversation too about modern paganism, modern Wicca. Things have to evolve or they die. And even something that is reconstructed, such as Wicca, does have to evolve with the times or it dies. And the tarot is very much the same. You are going to get people who are going to cling on to old traditions and things like a life raft and not want to let them go and to see them change, but it's going to change regardless of whether they want it to or not. So I just feel like, go with it and see where it takes you. We may not always like the interpretations that someone else has on us on that. Like I'm sure there are people who are very much into very old school ritualistic ways of being that look at some modern craft and just think, what the fuck? Like, techno-pagans, what the shit? And, you know, it may be the same for some people who look at the tarot and go, like, what are these people doing with the tarot, like the tradition of the tarot? But we're always going to have those traditions. We're also building on it. So I think it's groovy. I think it's great. The more the merrier on this big tarot party. And those are my thoughts on tarot becoming mainstream. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all tomorrow.